Hi, I'm Micah Klaus. I have the privilege to pastor Salem Church, and I'd like to invite you to our Harvest and Reformation Celebration coming up on October 21st. I heard recently that in the 1500s, people mostly got married in June because their yearly bath was in May, and they still smelt pretty good when June came. I don't know how true that is, but I also heard in that time period of the 1400s and 1500s that's when the phrase upper crust came into being. You know, upper crust people? Well, that phrase comes from the best part of the bread that families would save to share with their guests. They were upper crust people. But you know what's even more interesting is what God was doing in the church in the time period between the 1200s and the 1500s. We call it the Reformation. Another way to describe it is a time of spiritual renewal, when the basics of the faith were retrieved and rediscovered for everybody to hear and believe. It was a time when pastors and teachers, mothers and fathers and lay people heard again the gospel of God's free grace and of Christ crucified and risen again for the forgiveness of sins. This is something to celebrate. And so we're going to have on October 21st our Harvest and Reformation celebration here at Salem Church from 12 noon to 4 p.m. We're going to have a free lunch, we're going to have a pie contest, we'll enjoy fellowship, singing, and we have a group of wise and gifted pastors to come and share insights and truth from church history, from the scriptures, and how to apply it into our world today, where it seems we live in a culture of death and we live in the midst of a cult of ugly. But God that we serve, He still has the answers, and the Spirit of God still renews the face of the earth. So please, come. You're all invited. The God that we serve is a God who celebrates. He's a joyful God. In fact, He commands in the Scripture that His people pause, sit back, feast, and enjoy and celebrate God's blessings. That's what we're going to do on October 21st.